What is on your mind?
What would you have me do? How can I help you, my friend? Fair enough.
Uh-huh.
What would you have me do? Yes. It will be done.
I am glad to be sitting here with you. I wish my brother could have met you. You would have liked each other. What is on your mind? It is quite a story. Are you sitting comfortably? It happened about a week after the Japan job and my betrayal. After the Dopan deal went sour, I managed to score a little skooma on the road. I used it and sat up all night staring at the stars. I decided I would end my life the next day. After what I did to Felix and you, I thought it best for everybody if I just went away. You are very nice to say such things. I am glad too. I watched the sun come up, then made a noose. My camp was high near the edge of a cliff. I fastened the noose to an overhanging tree branch. I used the last of my skooma, placed the rope around my neck, and jumped off. I remember falling, the twanging noise as the rope went taut, a brief moment of pain, a snapping noise. I thought it was my neck. Then I was falling again. The cliffs rushed past me. I thought, well, the rope didn't work, but the ground will do the trick. A wide ledge hurried up to meet me. I closed my eyes just before the impact. There was a smashing noise. Then I was underwater. I thought, well, the ground didn't kill me, but drowning should end my sorry life. The gods had other plans, though. A current dragged me to the surface, coughing and spluttering. That's when I heard them. I heard clucking. I was in a river being swept through a large cavern. It was dark, but I could make out many cages on the bank. Chickens strutted about outside the cages. I could smell magic. I gathered my strength and hauled myself out of the water. Inside the cages, people were bound and gagged. Ignoring the chickens, I rushed over and tried to open the first cage I came to. It was locked tight. Suddenly, I felt a pain in my foot. A chicken was pecking at me. I kicked it away, but it came back with reinforcements.
I'm good at settling.
I was in a flapping, pecking nightmare. I tried to get back in the water, but before I had gone a few steps, I was knocked unconscious. I awoke tied to a chair. There was a foul-smelling man studying me. I could hear the river nearby, but now I was in a crypt of some sort. Chickens and rabbits watched me from behind the smelly man. He said he was going to make me useful. I did not like the sound of that. My options were limited. I had no weapons, but I did have a little time. This fellow liked to talk. I unsheathed my claws and went to work on the ropes that held me to the chair. The man seemed to have a bit to say, so I let him talk. He said he was a powerful wizard and that he had learned how to transform people into animals. Once transformed, he said I would want nothing but to aid him. He said he had a spy network of chickens and rabbits all over Skyrim. Yes, that is what I thought. I asked why only chickens and rabbits. He replied that once I was a chicken, no one would ever take notice of me again. A bear or a mammoth would be too conspicuous. Smaller animals make the best spies. I told him if he turned me into a chicken, I'd peck his eyes out. He told me that the change was not only physical. I would want to do his bidding, nothing else. He said he was using the information his spy network gathered to cause hate across the land. He fed on hate. It made him stronger. I had spied a wooden door in one wall that smelt rotten. As soon as I felt the rope around me give a little, I jumped at the door. It burst open as I hit it, and the chair broke apart. I was free. The wizard screamed in anger and loosed a spell in my direction. I dodged his attack and ran down a long stone tunnel. I heard the smelly wizard begin to laugh. "There is only death that way," he yelled. "Good," I replied. "I've been seeking that all day." I ran for what seemed like forever. Eventually, I came to a vast chamber with a spindly spiral staircase leading up in the center. The floor was littered with dried-out bodies. They had been dead for hundreds of years, but as it turned out, they were still quite feisty. As I made for the staircase, the dead started to groan and move. I jumped over them and began to climb the steps. There were too many Draugr to fight, so I concentrated on climbing. Halfway up, I spotted an opening in the ceiling. The air was fresher up there. That is when I uncharacteristically tripped. I tumbled back down the stairs. Soon the dead reached me. They clawed at me. They held me down. Dry, cracked fingers tore my face to ribbons, giving me these scars. I almost gave up. Then something amazing happened. I realized I wanted to live. I realized that my life was still worth something. I realized that I could be the person my brother knew again. This realization gave me a strength I never knew I had. I fought back, shouting, "No!" again and again. "No, you will not have my life. No, this is not where I die. No!" I struggled to my feet, fighting all the while. I snapped necks, I broke arms, I gouged out eyes. Somehow, I made it back to the staircase. Yes, it was pretty amazing. If I had not spent all that morning almost dying, I wonder if I'd be here talking to you now. Anyway, I reached the top of the stairs, forced open the hatch above, and stepped out into daylight. I was only a few hundred feet from my camp. I stared at the tree with the snapped rope hanging from it for a long time. I knew I owed much, and swore that I would repay any debt I could. When I realized you had survived, I decided that if anyone was going to take my life, it should be you. You know the rest. That is how I got these scars. It is a good tale, yes?
That essence extractor is a horrible device.
Yes, it is. Living it made me the man you see before you. Scars and all. Okay, but remember, I am not a professional writer. I hope you like it. Inigo the Brave, a tale suitable for any gender and race, at any time. One day, Inigo was walking through his spider farm, minding his own business, when he smelt something was wrong. His nose was the best in the land, so he followed it to a nearby cave, where he found a beautiful woman of unspecified race crying. "What's wrong?" said Inigo. "A smelly troll stole my sister," said the radiant woman. "Can you help me? Please bring her back." Inigo looked into the dark cave, then into the eyes of the woman. "If she's alive, I will save your sister," he said. "Thank you," wept the woman. She kissed him, and he entered the cave, bow in hand. He could smell ugly troll everywhere. He soon came to a fork in the tunnel. A little stream ran to the left, and a patch of glowing moss illuminated the way to the right. Left or right? The mossy tunnel was almost as bright as Inigo, and soon he saw movement up ahead. It was a smelly troll eating something. What do we do? Inigo was very sneaky, but as he got closer, the troll smelt his delicious aroma and swiped at Inigo with an ugly claw. What do we do? Inigo bravely reached for an arrow, but he was too slow. The troll ripped his head clean off, and Inigo never saved anyone again. Timing is everything, my friend. Maybe we should try again. I do not enjoy being beheaded. Okay, if you want to hear it again, just let me know. I am honored you want my opinion. Okay, I will list some of your attributes. Here we go. You smell like a wild beast today. You are very rich. You have never done time in a cell, unlike me. You have become quite the wanderer. You are beginning to know Skyrim like the back of your hand. You own your own home. That is a big positive in my book. Let me think. You are the greatest destruction mage I have ever seen. Accidents can still happen though, so be careful. The state of your mind may be up for debate, but your body is healthy. You have a silver tongue, you charming rogue. You are strong, free, and single. You can hold your own with a one-handed weapon. There is always more to be learned though. You saved everyone from a giant world-eating dragon, so that's good. You have great fashion sense. You do not have much of a temper. You are rational and diplomatic. Two-handed weapons do not seem to suit you. I feel the same way. They are heavy and cumbersome. You are not into politics. What else? You grow more sneaky every day. Keep at it. Being heard is often the difference between life and death in our line of work. You are quite well read. What have I missed? Oh, you have been practicing with your bow. You show promise. Now, how do I conclude? You are unmatched in almost every area. You are a walking legend in your own time, my friend. You are inspiring. I say it as I see it. Let me know if you want another progress report. It is fun judging people.
Breezehome.
I am so proud that we ended Alduin together. I almost wish he would return so we could do it again. We were pretty amazing. The Summon Inigo spell has more than a few uses. With it I can surprise enemies, get out of trouble in a hurry, and really weird people out. I was remembering our battle with Alduin at the throat of the world. I admit, I wondered if we were going to survive at the time. Thank the gods for Dragonrend, and our skill of course. Yes, I am ready. Say what you must. What? I cannot believe what I am hearing. You really had me going there, my friend. It is not nice to play with someone's mind like that. It is understandable. Both of our minds have been through a lot. I am so sorry for what I did, my friend. I wish there was some way of turning back time, so I could alter the past. I owe you a lot. I am grateful you have given me the opportunity to earn your forgiveness. In the end, I hope our friendship and future adventures will prove more important than how we met. We are a fantastic team, you and I. You are very kind. It is a beautiful gesture. But my debt to you stands. I have not come near to earning your forgiveness yet. I wish it were that simple. Alas, it is not. I am happy you have come to peace with our past, but I cannot say the same for myself. I will know when I am ready to move on, but for now, the guilt I bear still weighs down my heart. Maybe that guilt will be there for the rest of my life. I have a feeling that I am the only one who can let it go. You calling me friend means the world to me. I am honored. You have given me a reason to go on, a whole new life, a chance at happiness. If all goes well, maybe one day I will be at peace with who I am. If that happens, it will be because of you also. You cannot remove my guilt, but you have given me hope. I must do the rest. You are more understanding than most, my friend. Your words lighten my soul, but as far as my heart is concerned, I still have much to repay. Yes, I believe it will. I must continue to readdress my life's balance. I can feel a shift already. You know, we have had a few adventures, my friend, but I will never forget one particular fight. We were in a dank, spooky crypt, and it was the first time I had come face to face with the undead since I received my scars. I had been in my cell for quite a while, and it was more excitement than I was used to. As we fought side by side, I became aware that a new positive force was at work in my life. Despite the smell, fear, and general sense of unease, I knew that I would always remember that moment fondly. We were magnificent together. When the battle was done and we stood victorious, I knew I was walking a better path. Thank you for helping me unlock my potential, and for giving my heart and soul a second chance.
It's good to have somewhere like this to come back to.